Shalom, my name is Yannah of Yashar'al, and I am here with a dream, okay? As I always say, take this to the Father and pray about it, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, so in my dream, I saw Chris Pratt. All right, if you don't know who that is, look it up. It has significance. Pay attention. Chris Pratt was on a date, but he was not paying attention to the woman that he was with, okay? She left in the middle of the day. I saw them sitting on a bench, actually, and they were like under this tree, all right? So they were sitting on a bench under this tree, and she was trying to talk to him, but he did not care anything what she had to say. So they were sitting there. When it started, it was in the daytime. Chris Pratt gets up from the bench, goes over to the tree they were sitting underneath of, and he has this something that he's like trying to dig the tree out with, right? So he's on the ground with something. It seemed like some kind of tool or something. I don't know what he had, but he was like digging in the ground trying to dig the tree out, okay? So that's what he was doing, which was kind of weird, okay? And he was trying to uproot the tree, okay? And but he didn't have the tools he needed to uproot the tree, so he was trying to do it by hand or whatever, right? So in my dream, he never actually got to uproot the tree, okay? Now this is what's weird. He had an extra pinky on his left hand, okay? And then, when I woke up in the morning, I had asked the Father, like I prayed about it, and I asked him, because I wake up from dreams sometimes and I'll be like, yeah, was this you or was this Satan? Sometimes it's very easy to understand and sometimes it's not. So that one I didn't understand. Yahuah's Ruach helps me to understand when I go and pray, and brings things to my remembrance, okay? So he had an extra pinky on his left hand, and as I was praying, I heard the word defiant, okay? And it's Rahab, okay? In the Strong's Concordance, it means to act stormily, be proud, to behave arrogantly, okay? And I guess the root is it means insolent or proud, okay? Now, this man's name is Chris, okay? So Chris means Christos or Christ, okay? Which we know his Yahusha is the Mashiach, okay? The Messiah, okay? But in the Strong's Concordance, it'll say Christ, okay? So Chris, it means Christ, okay? And then his last name, which means is Pratt, right? Means cunning trickster, all right? So the original meaning of the word finger. So his name is Christ Trickster. So let me get there, y'all. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the original meaning of the word finger, okay, which is the number 5. Okay, who knew, right? And so 5 in the Greek Strong's Concordance means the father. It means father, okay? The original meaning of pinky comes from the Dutch word pinye, the diminutive of pink, okay, meaning little finger, okay? So when I prayed about it, Yahuah revealed to me that Chris Pratt in my dream represents the antichrist, okay? He represents the spirit of the anti-Mashiach, okay? Little in the Strong's Concordance 3398 is mikrus, and it means small. So little, it means small, least, or insignificant, okay? So again, I prayed about this, and I asked Yahuah for understanding. Then, when I was praying, I had a vision, okay? So the tree, he put me back in that vision. I had a dream, and then I had a vision in the morning. The tree that he was working on had no fruit, okay? So then I saw Chris Pratt with a bundle of wheat, okay? And he wrapped it up with a red ribbon and kicked it. It went over a waterfall and was picked up by a Yahudi, okay? And then I heard Peter and was like, so it was thrown over, and I heard Peter, and it was thrown into a barn, into a safe place, okay? So Satan may try to throw you here or there, okay? And he may try to destroy you, but Yahuah has a plan for you. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares Yahuah, "plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope, and a future. All right. And then the vision continued, and I saw another, I saw another vision, and it was Chris Pratt was trying to uproot the tree. Okay. Again. And then I saw this huge hand, this big mighty hand come down and struck him and then flicked him away, and he flew very far, and he was really mad, and he landed on an isolated island. And then I saw a fist, like a big mighty fist, like beating him continually on the island. Okay, it's pretty funny when I say it out loud, but I was like, Chris Pratt, what? But his last name means prankster. That's crazy. So anyways, that's what it is. Go pray about it. Take it to the Father. And that's all I have. Shalom, guys.